Good morning. It is Saturday. It's 8:45. It's about 48 degrees. It's beautiful out. The clouds finally started breaking up a little bit after 2 solid days of rain on Thursday and Friday. Yesterday I tried to make a video, but the wind was absolutely howling. It was one of those days where the wind blew the garbage cans over and took the lids down the block, so that didn't work out. But today I'm going to go do some work at the yard. I have to service one of my skid steers, so I'll show you how I do that. I have an estimate later, and then I'm going to take one of my daughters out for dinner. It's her birthday, so we're going to go out to dinner. All right, so I'm going to get busy. I'll take you guys along for the day. It's not even full. Like, how much garbage do we make? That's not even impressive.
We don't make a lot of garbage.
Yeah, right. Tell the truth, he already took it out this morning once. Morning, Jewel.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Did you ever watch any of my videos yet?
No.
Never. Unbelievable. It kind of breaks my heart. Right in my heart. All right, well, have a good day.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Ken. Long time no see. Man, I haven't seen you in a long time.
You working?
Yeah, I'm working. Of course I'm working. You know me better than that. What do you think, I'm sitting around? I don't think so.
You know, you got a bucket in my yard.
A bucket? A skid loader bucket? Are you sure?
No, I've been trying to get you. I lost your number for a while. Yeah.
Oh, really? You got your phone? I'll give you my number again.
Just swing by. If you see the gate open during the day, I'm in there, you know.
Yeah. We'll have to have breakfast or something as soon as I slow down. We'll go back to that place we went to last time.
In Sussex?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was there the other day.
Let's do that. That'll be fun.
I haven't been to no place for a year and a half. I don't know when.
Really?
Yeah. I'm starting to loosen up.
All right. Well, we'll cheer you up.
Okay.
All right.
You, Ryan.
Yes. Yeah, it should be fun. We'll see you. Yep. Excuse me. So that was Ken, the guy that I was talking to in there. We used to be shop neighbors. I used to rent the shop, and he owned the building right next door. We used to talk all the time. We became friends. So he's a really nice guy. All right, so I just pulled into the yard, and I was going to do this yesterday, but like I said, it was so windy, I just didn't do it. So we're going to service this machine. This is the Bobcat S130. The reason I bought this primarily was for snow plowing city sidewalks. This machine with the inverted rims, these are inverted rims that you see, it actually makes the machine a little bit narrower, so it's 54 inches wide. So it goes down city sidewalks, which are 5 feet 60 inches wide, perfectly. And then I put a snow blower on the front when the snow is deep, and then I just typically use a snow plow for most of our snowfalls around here. So I'm going to service this thing, and I'll just show you how easy this one is to service. This one has a Kubota diesel engine. This is a 49 horsepower. These machines, when they were a little bit older, when they had the Kubotas, they didn't have all the emissions stuff on them. These, in my opinion, the Kubotas were the best motors that Bobcat ever put in their machines. But now it's a different brand of motor, and there's all kinds of emission stuff and cooling fans on the machines, and I just don't like it. We're going to service this. We're going to change the oil, change all the filters. We're going to grease it and get it ready for the winter. All right, so I'm just ready to get started here. I have everything laid out on this cart. I have all the filters laid out, the inner and outer air filter, the oil filter, the hydraulic filter, the fuel filter, filter wrenches, and then a couple of vice grips and adjustable wrench, and then of course my coffee. So this is the oil that I like to use in the winter time for all my diesel trucks and equipment. It's Rotella T6, it's synthetic, and I use 5W40 for the winter time. I know I've seen in forums where guys will just absolutely go to war over oil, and I'm just telling you what I use. You can let me know what you use, but I'm not going to fight about it. It's a good oil. And I've been using it for many years. So first thing I'm going to do is start this machine up, and I'm going to run it for like 5 to 10 minutes just to warm it up, thin the oil out. If you try to drain the oil specifically, well, on a lot of equipment, but this equipment also, you'll be here all day trying to get the oil out of the block. So I'm going to run it for about 10 minutes. All right, while that's idling over there, I'm just going to show you the 2 attachments that I use for that particular machine. First of all, this is a 60-inch snowblower. I actually bought this snowblower just last year. I never needed a snowblower for that machine. Really needed one until last year, and I'll explain that in a second. And then I have a 60-inch snowplow. When you angle this, it's 54 inches. It fits down the city sidewalks just absolutely perfect. And that's on the machine about 98% of the time. Last year what happened is we had so much snow. The city sidewalks are obviously right next to the street. So the snow plows, the city plows come through and they blow all that snow off right onto the city sidewalk. And it snowed and snowed and snowed last year, and there was just a massive amount of snow on the sidewalks. And I pushed as much as I could with the snowplow, but I just couldn't do it anymore. It was taking so much time. I was getting stuck. So I found this snowblower here at a equipment dealer up north, Wisconsin. So I drove up there. I bought it used, obviously. You can see it's not brand new. And it works really good. Travel speed with a snowblower is very slow because it can only process so much snow at a time. But it does a really good job. It leaves it perfectly clean, sidewalk perfectly clean, and you can go through anything with it. It just, you just have to adjust your speed a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna pull this drain plug off. And yes, I'm using a vice grips. I know I shouldn't, but when you're a business owner, you just gotta get stuff done. I never claimed to be a professional, so we just do what we need to do. There used to be a comedian that used to say, get her done. All right, I'm gonna pull the oil filter off. I'll catch it in the same pan. Oh, that thing is very tight. All right, get that one out of here. I'll take a little bit of oil, put that on the rubber gasket before I screw the new one on. I usually just hand tighten them, and then I'll just give them a little extra with the wrench, just to make sure. You don't want to go crazy on oil filters because they're really hard to get off. The one I just took off was pretty tight. It wasn't horrible though. I'll stop there, that's pretty good. And then moving on to the fuel filter. That thing is extremely tight too. Get this one out of here. And then obviously before you put the new fuel filter in, you need to fill it with diesel fuel. So I'm going to take this over by my transfer tank and fill it up before I thread the new one on. If you introduce air into your fuel system, it makes it very difficult to start the engine. You can still get it started. It has a primer bulb, but it just becomes more of a pain. You're better off just filling it up before you start it. All right, so that's topped off all the way. Same thing with the fuel filter. I'll hand tighten it and then I'll come back with a wrench and just give it a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna pull the hydraulic filter off, which is here. And they put this on here so the oil drains, but it doesn't extend obviously far enough to clear everything, and it ends up just dripping down here. So I cut a piece of 4-inch PVC and I just slide this in here, and then it'll drain out past everything and actually drop into the pan where it should. All right, that worked out pretty good. I'm gonna let this drain for just a second. Grab the new hydraulic filter and I'll put a little bit of oil again on the O-ring here before I screw this one back on. That is still dripping, so I want to keep that going down there. Same thing, I tighten it by hand and I give it a little bit more with a wrench. Don't go crazy with it. because it'll stick on you. All right, now we'll do the air filter, which is very easy. Sometimes this cap sticks in there, but that's about all the trouble you can have with these. Yeah, it's stuck. I'm gonna grab a little pry bar screwdriver. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, I got it. Never mind. So there's an inner and an outer air filter on these, and a lot of times you can leave the inner and just change the outer, but I don't remember the last time I changed the inner, so I just bought both. I'm going to replace both, even if the inner looks relatively clean. I'm going to swap it out anyway. That air filter is dirty. The inner's not bad. It's not very dirty at all, but like I said, I'm going to switch it out anyhow. Throwing this cover back on, and then the next thing that we're going to do is the oil looks like it's done draining, so I'll put the plug back on there. We'll fill it up with oil. We'll start it up, top it off, and then we'll grease the machine. So I'm going to add 8 quarts. This machine takes 9.5, but I'm going to put 8 in, start it up, let it run through the filter, and then check it, and we'll top it off. All right, that's all in. That was just a little over 8 quarts. There is a primer bulb on these to start them. It's right down here, right by the oil pan. And after you change the filter, I always like to pump it up until that ball is nice and tight. Get everything as full as you can before you go to start it. Even when you do everything right, sometimes it chokes for a little while before it catches again. Gets the rest of that air out of there. All right, let's see how it does. I'm gonna pump that bulb again and then start it up again. I think it'll fire just fine this time. All right, we'll try that again. So I'm going to check the oil, top it off, and then we're done in the engine compartment completely. It should be a little bit low now, about a quart and a half. I'm going to leave it right there, call it good. We'll check it again when it's cold, just to double check everything. All right, so we just got finished maintaining this machine. Just finished greasing it. The last 2 things that I have to do on it, obviously I'll put the cab door on for the winter because it is a heated cab. And then I have a set of winter tires that I use for this machine, and they are back here. So these are the winter tires for the skid loader. The skinnier tires, they bite down to the pavement much better. You get much better traction with these type of tires. Snow Wolf makes their own brand. I think they're called Wolf Paws. I think Cage makes their own brand of skid steer snow tires. And then there's a bunch of like aftermarket ones that you can buy. I actually just buy mine from my tire dealer. They have the rims made, shipped to them, and then they install the tires. And they're a lot cheaper than the Snow Wolf brand or the Cage brand. So this machine's ready to go. Now all we need is some snow. All right, so the last thing I'll do is I'll give it a test run. Make sure that everything is balancing out. I know that looks cool and it looks like it's hard to do. It's actually really easy to do. I mean, it takes some experience, but it's not really that big of a deal. There's a guy that has an S130 just like this. He actually goes and does shows. He drives up ramps on the 2 wheels. He does all kinds of crazy, insane tricks on that same skid steer. because it has good balance. I mean, it's easy to balance on the front wheels. A lot of machines are. The bigger machines, you can't do that, obviously, but the smaller ones, it's easy to do that. That guy's awesome. I think it was quite a while ago, but Dirt Monkey, Stan Genedick, he had him in a video, and that guy is just awesome. I don't know what his name is. I'll look him up. I'll put him on here if I can find him. I'm sure I will be able to. All right, I'm going to take this drain oil up by my mechanic right here. He actually uses drain oil to heat his shop in the winter, so he always appreciates fresh drain oil. No? Got B-52s, my favorite restaurant. I'll take a gyro. You in a good mood or a bad mood?
Huh?
Oh, you're in a good mood. All right. Is he in a good mood? Good. Back at the yard after lunch, and a guy bought this pallet of salt from me. Actually, there's like a pallet and a half-ish, something like that. But I'm going to load this onto his truck, because I really don't need bag salt anymore. I don't have any sidewalks to salt anymore. I do a lot of city sidewalks, but they don't get salt. And all my other accounts that had sidewalks that needed salt, he's taken them over, which is kind of nice. So he's on his way here, and I will give him all this salt. You guys recognize this truck here. This is Mike. This is the guy that bought my landscape business. He's doing really good. I just sold him that pallet of salt, and yeah, everything's going really well for him, which is good. What's with those shoes, man?
Yeah, they're like Crocs. They're called foam runners. We were just talking about them.
You run in those?
Yeah.
Really?
Run, yeah. They're like sneakers, but no laces, no nothing. You don't need anything. You don't even gotta wear socks. Just came from MMA practice. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want some of this?
Oh, shit. I mean, you got me, dude. You got me.
No, just kidding.
Probably put up and throw.
Where did you work out?
Adrian Serrano.
Oh yeah, I worked out there for years. I know
really?
Adrian really well. Yeah. Nice. I was just in his gym. I actually have a YouTube video of me working out at his gym just like 3 weeks ago.
Shout out Adrian Serrano Combat Sports Gym.
All right.
Get ripped, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right. All right. See you guys.
All right, see you.
But this is what I'm after, is my bow. Haven't shot this for a while.
Ooh, what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna break out my dusty old bow, see if I remember how to shoot it.
Yeah, right. I remember how to shoot it.
Got 2 arrows. What am I gonna do with 2 arrows? I gotta have more arrows than that. I better have more practice tips too. Oh, I got tons of arrows. Tons. This one has a practice tip on it already. I have not shot my bow in quite a long time, but that's all right. We'll see what we can do. Head off to the backyard here. I actually have a stand. Actually, I have a couple stands. My son hunted a few times in the backyard, which I wasn't real thrilled about. But I have another stand back there. That's just for practicing from a stand, which I feel is important, because there is definitely a difference shooting from the ground as opposed to shooting from an elevated platform. All right, I gotta grab a target because I don't have a target back here right now. That'll work. All right, so I'm gonna take a few shots. I shoot a Matthews. This is a switchback long draw. I'm a 31-inch draw length, and this is the 3rd Matthews that I've had, and I really like Matthews. I'll probably never change. It's just a simple bow. It shoots good. I like it. I don't really take a lot of practice shots. I don't practice with my bow a whole lot, and it's not because I'm great with my bow. What I found out is that if I start to shoot too much, I start to overthink what I'm doing. And when I start to overthink, I start to mess up and I actually get worse shooting. So I'll shoot enough times every fall to where I'm confident again. I know that I'm gonna hit what I'm trying to hit. And so I'm gonna shoot a few here, see what happens, try to dial it in. And I don't know for sure that I'm gonna go bow hunting this fall, but I wanna get ready in case the opportunity presents itself. All right, so let's see what we can do. Oh man, my shoulder is tight. Put another one out there. Wow, my shoulder is tight. So that round did not feel good. My shoulder is tight, a little sore, a little bit of pain there. Shots were all high. So we'll make sure we're at 20 yards this time and give it another rip. All right, I think that one was right on. I do use the Luminox. I just left this one on because I'm practicing, but these are Luminox. I always use Luminox when I'm hunting deer. Not generally when I'm practicing, but that's just what was in the case. All right, let's go check that out. That felt pretty good. How does it look? Not bad, not bad. We can live with that. I'm still shooting them straight, so that's the good news. All right, I'm gonna aim for this one this time because this one's get wore out.
You're making me jealous with all your spare time.
All my spare time?
Yeah, I wish I had that much time. I even need to touch my bow cases here.
I've been out here for 5 minutes. All my spare time.
Yeah,
wow.
5 minutes.
How close can I shoot to the camera without breaking the camera? That's the question. The deer's heart POV shots. I don't know. This could be dangerous. Would you take that shot with your $500 camera? It's only like 2 inches to the left. Exact height. Would you? If you just bought that brand new camera, the Hero
No,
10?
That's dumb.
Come on, you gotta have confidence.
No.
You gotta be confident in your shot.
You just missed last time 2 inches to the left.
I know. I'm teaching myself not to do it again, or it's gonna cost me big. Bullseye. See the pressure? The pressure helps. I'm gonna shoot at the camera again. 2 inches to the right of the camera. Not bad. 2 bullseyes and 1 was low. That was a little dangerous. Shooting at my camera, not super smart, but I do better with the pressure on, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're good. You're doing it. You're doing it all by yourself. Okay, let's go shoot a few more. One more, Daniel, and then we're done with this practice session because it went pretty good. So that's enough practice for me right now. I shot maybe a couple dozen arrows, and it went really well. My bow is still tuned perfectly. I feel good about that. I only shot at 20 yards. I'll do that like 3 more times. I'll switch distances, and then I'll get up in the stand. I'll shoot from an elevated platform, make sure everything's still on. I just practice enough to where I'm confident in my shooting, and that's what really you need to do. If you're about to go hunting and you're not confident with your bow and you're not confident in your own abilities, then you're just risking breaking your own heart. So get out and practice as much as you need to. Everybody's different. All right, I've been working in the office, but I got to get out of here because I have a bid to do in Mequon, Wisconsin, and it's for a driveway. And this is the driveway here. It is not as big as I was hoping for. It's probably 20 to 25 yards. Hi, how are you?
Good. Is it Ryan?
Yep, Ryan.
Matt.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll meet you around there.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, it's actually pretty good size. Pretty good size. The only problem is it has bushes along here, so it'd be hard to bull float and cut the joints, but it's nothing we haven't dealt with in the past.
How are you?
Beautiful fall day today.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a really simple, straightforward driveway. There's no, complications. You have pitch, meaning where we're standing is higher than the road, so we can get all the water down to the road and then obviously off to the side. All the old materials get hauled away, everything gets cleaned up, swept up, the new concrete gets poured, we seal the concrete for you, caution tape at the end, you're pretty much ready to use it. 7 days to drive on it from the day we pour. And then, at your convenience, you can fill in the edges. It's not a rush or anything, just whenever you get around to it. Yep, the concrete we pour, it's 5 inches thick. If you saw me on Google, you probably read I have a lot of reviews on Google. You probably see the reputation that we have. We do very nice work.
Yeah.
The concrete's all 5 inches thick.
Okay.
I'll write you a bid. I'll email you the bid. And then, if you decide to do it, this winter would be the time to sign up. I wouldn't wait till like March.
No.
Because it's going to be full. It's going to be crazy again next year.
Yeah.
At least I'm hoping that.
Yeah,
You never know.
I know
The way
that's
that
how it's
things
gonna
are
be.
going weird right now with the whole supply chain and the economy and inflation,
Yep.
you just don't know where this is all headed.
For sure.
So I'm hoping next year is going to be okay though.
Have you had a hard time with work, with getting workers,
Oh yeah. Workers are hard to come by. Very hard to come by. It's a difficulty not only in my industry but every industry right now.
Literally every
Been reading it in the news and watching it on TV. People have been quitting their jobs and not getting new jobs. Like I don't even comprehend that.
Yeah.
I really don't get it.
Yeah.
Like okay, like everybody's moving on to live in what, fantasy land?
Yeah.
I'll get it measured up, I'll send it over, and then yeah, just get back to me and let me know what you think.
Sounds great.
So all right, thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot. Yeah.
30 by 36 upper deck, and then the lower driveway. This looks like it's a bit wider up here than it is at the bottom, so I'll take the width measurement right in the middle. All right, I'm going to do some quick math and I'll let you guys know how many yards this driveway is going to be at 5 inches thick. All right, so that driveway ended up being 2,454 square feet divided by 65 square feet at 5 inches thick. It's actually 37.75 yards. So it's actually bigger than I thought it was. I'm not going to give you an exact price on this because this guy might not want other people to know at this point. So, but I will tell you it's in the high teens. Man, look at the color of these trees. There's just nothing like it. Wisconsin Falls, it's just the angle of the sun and it just sets these trees on fire. They're just beautiful. Man, it's like in the 50s right now. It's just absolutely gorgeous outside. There's a little bit of a breeze. It's the perfect fall day here in Wisconsin. I'm in Mequon, Wisconsin right now, which is a beautiful neighborhood. All right, I'm gonna head back and take one of my daughters out for dinner. What you working on? You working on your car? Yes. So the other night, I didn't mention this, but my son went to visit a friend in Milwaukee, and he has a Kia Soul, which is known to be probably the easiest car to steal in the whole world. And somebody busted out his passenger window, busted up his steering column, and they were about to steal it. Why didn't they steal it? Did you scare them? Somebody scare them or what? Why didn't they actually get it? Do you know? Or you have no idea, you never saw it?
Somebody must have stolen it.
Huh?
I mean, somebody must have scared them.
So anyway, yeah, somebody scared him, but Ryan's putting a battery disconnect. So if anybody that wants to steal this car sees this, there's going to be a secret disconnect somewhere in the car. So you just got to find that, hot wire it, and it's all yours. Right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, for the Christmas,
Hi.
I'm gonna save up like.
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing? Are you drumming? Show me how you drum. Just wait, Daniel. Wow. Very good. All right, so Hannah just told me that she cannot go to dinner with me tonight. She's too busy, and she said she's not hungry. So, right in my heart. That's okay. She is really busy with school and stuff. She was busy all day today, and she's behind on her homework, so that's completely understandable. But I told my wife that, and then my wife texted me, do you want to go out for ice cream later? So, some special time with my wife is fine with me, so we're going to go out and do that. Hello!
Hi, we were just talking about you.
Guess I'll have to edit that out. No diapies on the video.
Okay.
I got your text. You wanted to go get ice cream or what?
Yeah, will that work?
Yes. Ready for ice cream, yes or no?
Not right this second.
What are you looking at? Are you still working on your car? I could have changed the motor by now. I'm serious.
No.
You've been working on that all day.
Turn the camera.
You reckon my diet with all these ideas to go get ice cream, you know? I'm gonna have to start my diet tomorrow. You think that's funny?
That's fine.
Okay. You still working on your car?
Yeah.
7 hours later.
That's actually true.
I know it's true.
Almost done.
Yeah, right. Whoa, look at the neighbors are having a huge party. I should go over there and act like I'm the police. I should.
What's this garbage in my car?
Garbage? This is my camera.
No, Ryan has this stuff.
I gotta email my guy that's supposed to wrap my truck. I'm gonna email him tonight, actually.
Autumn?
Oh, great. We leave for 5 minutes to get ice cream and the kids are calling us.
Hug or something. Yeah,
What's so funny about that? You're her sister.
like tuck her in bed. Okie doke.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Hello, 2 Sundays in a dish? Thank you.
I know you guys can't see because it's dark. We're actually in a church parking lot. This is not our church parking lot, but this is a huge, huge church. And we'll come down here and park down here. And they have a really nice pond down here. What you hear is the fountain going. It's beautiful. It's all farm fields to my left. When we go get food or ice cream, we'll usually park over here by the pond and eat.
Oh, the picture of her.
Oh yeah. I can find it. I should be able to. This is the most awesome sister I have. Right there. It's the only sister I have. She's still the best. Oh yeah. Good luck with that. You have to binge watch. I never got a speeding ticket in my life.
Wow.
Nope, never.
That's because you're driving so slow.
I do drive slow. I know I drive slow. What's so funny? You want me to drive fast and get tickets?
No. Yeah, because sometimes you're so
I'm so bulky. I don't know why you gotta be in a rush all the time. I'm happy going slow. See, that's why I need a fast car. Oh, not when I was driving. No, I was going slow. I didn't want to crash this car.
See what I mean?
That's because I didn't pack ahead of time. It was all last second.
So why will this winter be different?
For 2 days, I could set forms one day, stay overnight, pour concrete with them. That's different.
Yeah,
But if I go there for just one day, it has to be just the pouring of the concrete. You should go. Did you like your ice cream?
Oh yes. It's not where you are, it's who you're with.
Oh, did you steal my line?
I just heard that somewhere.
Yeah, a good one. I'm going upstairs.